I promise this time I won't speak about anything that's going to get me censored. uh, I must have really upset. Look, here we go. There's me talking. See the camera? Live. So I can see the delay. There we go. I promise this time, I promise I'm not going to talk about stuff to get me censored. It's saying no views. It's like it's not even showing it now. So it's showing me that the first video was, it's showing here, you can see the first video is saying it's 59 minutes, which is the time I was talking. And then the second video is 21 minutes. And when I click on it, it'll only play for a minute. It's not even letting me play it. So not allowed to speak about certain stuff. So I don't want to ruffle any feathers, make anyone upset, you know. It's interesting how this stuff works. So yeah, it's frozen. No, it's not frozen. So it's streaming for me. It's streaming for me. You can hear the delay. It's streaming for me. You can hear the delay. It's streaming for me. You can hear the delay. It's streaming for me. You can hear the delay. It's streaming for me. You can hear the delay. It's streaming for me. So clearly I said stuff before that was upsetting for the, yes, I see the chat's back. Yeah, awesome. So that's good. I'll I promise to the overlords, I'm not going to say anything that's going to get me censored this time, okay? Let's just have a friendly chat. But I tell you what, I'm looking at my channel. The video, it's saying that the earlier videos are there, but it won't let me play them. They're frozen. So clearly censored. Oh, the noise. Yeah, I didn't get a noise warning. What's the sound like now? No, I didn't get an email. You should check that. No email from YouTube. But it's working now. Look, I promise I'm not going to speak about anything that's going to like have me censored. But I'm looking at my thing here, and it's saying the first video is 59 minutes and 42 seconds, and the second one is 21 minutes and 46 seconds. And I can't click on them and watch them. So I wasn't really saying stuff that was inflammatory too much. I was being quite conservative or reserved. I don't want to use the word conservative because that's a political term. I was, you know, is it still running now? That's the question. It could be what I did was Happy Hermit. If you can hear me, yeah. I did, maybe I was talking about the health system being broken, so it's working now. So that's good. I promise not to like say anything to get me censored. Yes, thanks, Kat. Kat says, "Speak your truth. Replace certain words and phrases with something else." Maybe, I don't know. It's strict, very strict YouTube. Yeah, you're right. I've gotten away with it with some serious, like I usually put content warning and stuff like that, and I've gotten away with it with being able to talk about some heavy topics and not having any problems with any of my stuff. So it's like, I think it was just today because it was just too much. I was making it clear, like I was talking about negative aspects to mental health system and certain things I was talking about, yeah, I guess I caused the problem because I was talking about things that I really should have gone to lawyers about a long time ago. So I want to have a friendly chat. Like, we're all here now. If it's working, I promise YouTube's I'm not going to say anything that's going to get me censored. Please, don't get me censored. Oh, wait, this is like third time lucky. Hey, all right. So that's true. It's when it's there. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I can check that. Um, but like when I look at my channel on my phone, it's showing that the videos are there and it's saying that it's 21 minutes and 59 minutes, but it won't let me play them. So I'm just going to my dashboard now, see what it says. Nothing. Anyway, look, we're here now. Let's just have a friendly chat. You know, I appreciate that I'm able to start it again. So what I did was I restarted the router and the internet modem, and that would hopefully help. Happy Hermit says it's like that here too. Wouldn't let me play because the stream was likely corrupt by disconnection and it's catching up processing. Yeah, true. So hopefully that's the case. It's processing it, and then maybe they've just shelved it for now. It'd be interesting, I'm really interested about this because that none of them are working. Yeah, none of the earlier ones just aren't working. So let's just good morning, everyone. My name's Luke Johnson. Let's have a friendly chat and not get censored on YouTube today, please. July, I can put on voices. Well, let's talk about something that's not going to get me censored on YouTube. Curly's here. How you going, Curly? Third time lucky. Hopefully it works this time. So it could have just been technical issues, or it could have been the fact that I was talking about things that we're a little bit too much for the guidelines. I can't see what I was talking about that was too much, but it's okay. Like, we'll just work with it. I won't hold it against the YouTubes for doing what they're doing. And it's showing that the streams are there, just won't play. So Happy Hermit's right. They're probably processing it. Yeah, true. I checked my email and I didn't get an email. So it could just be like it could just be being done. I'm checking my email again. No email from YouTube. So could be just the technical issues. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm good then. I just won't speak about any of that stuff now. Maybe I just got to write it in a memoir on paper, and then they can't censor it that way. Don't worry about YouTube. I'll just like write it down. Because I had all the points. I talked about all this stuff for an hour and a half. So Jody's here as well. How you going, Jody? And Chansom's here. I sees ya. That's awesome. Yeah, that's it. Happy Hermit says no worries. Jody says, hey, you, I'm just doing a quick check-in. Sounds like you've been hitting a wall of frustration. I've been hitting a wall this week. I'm determined to move forward. That's awesome. Yeah, me too. And that's what I was hoping to do with this stream today, is I was hoping to really move on and talk about frustrations I've had in a constructive way, but technical issues. Yeah, that's awesome. Pat, I'm going to do it. How good's that going to be? Like, I'm going to write it all in a book. You know what? I started. Last night. I was like, because I published this. I don't know where it is. I published just a simple little poetry book. I've shown it on somewhere here. A little book of poetry that I did in the beginning of the year. And then I thought, oh, why don't I put that on Google Books? So I did that last night. And then I, you remember I read those two stories, the hiker and the mime. And I've also got like a poetry book of haiku. So I put 4 things on Google Books, and I'm just waiting to get approved. And then I'm like, I'll put them up there for $1 each. I'm like, sell it for $1 each. That's awesome. Yeah. And you were there, Kat, when I was read them for the first time. So that, and then you should, like, they're only like 7-page short stories, some of them. So yeah, that's how awesome is that? Like, hey Jody as well. Like, you just ebooks, like, you don't have to worry about printing it. You can just. So I'm lagging at the moment. Oh, okay. Hopefully I'm not. I'm talking about positive stuff, and I'm not going to get censored again. Maybe even saying that word is enough to get. I won't even say it. At least I'm smiling at the moment. At least I'm laughing. If I'm lagging and I'm laughing at the same time, it will probably look really funny. So it's saying there's 7 people in the stream. So like hopefully it's working. But yeah, so that's what I did last night. I started uploading some stuff to the Google Books, and hopefully I've got, I don't care if no one buys any of them, it's just I've done the process. I might sell 3 books in a year. Doesn't matter. It's fun. I've done it, So Curly says, I can see and hear you fine. Please let us know when it's approved. Awesome, I will. I'll put it in the community page. And they're only $1 each, so like they're just cheap as. So Cody says it's too nice and sunny here today for me to write. It's only 2:50 p.m. here. Yeah, that's it. So that's it. Like it's 10 o'clock in the morning here, or 10 to 10, and so it's sunny. Oh no, it's not sunny here today. It's overcast, and we might get rain where I am. So, but yeah, so that's something positive I did with that, and I've got enough poems to do another book as well. So all those poems I read out in the live streams, I can put them in. Thank you so much, Kat. Awesome. Oh, that's going to be awesome. So how good's that? I just got to wait for the they just got to approve it, but also like, when you set up an account, like they put money into your bank account, and then you've got to wait and then type in the amount of money it was, so to prove that. So it hasn't come through yet. So that might take another 24 hours. But then, so they should be there in a few days. And then once I'm approved, I can publish a book and it'll be there straight away, sort of thing. So that's really exciting. So I've got all these poems Remember I did that stream where I was had insomnia and I wrote 18 poems. I can like make a book out of like insomnia poems written whilst insomnia doing a live stream. Sell it for $1. So how cool is that? Like, even though I said I wasn't going to try and this isn't doing it out of the YouTube. This is separate. It's doing it out of the Google Books. So Audible books. Well, that's it. I can do the audio recordings. I've got like an audio recorder. I can do like, I can read the books and edit, and I can do an audio book version as well. And with Google Books, you can there's Audible as well. So like I could like syndicate and put my stuff on the other stuff as well. I just like the idea of selling it for like $1, like just cheap as, and like I've got this haiku book I made, and it's like 52 haiku poems, and I wrote them earlier in the year when I was going through like hell. Like I wrote them over 2 days or 3 days, and like I had fun. I went through and like made all the pages, so like I made the text big, and so each page is like a one poem. So like you read a poem and flick through it. So it's going to be fun. Kat says even insomnia can have its benefits. Lol, absolutely. I had so much fun that night. So much fun. And that stream's there. So I'm going to have to go back through the stream. I've got the book where I wrote the poems in it, but like yeah, it's going to be really cool to start doing that. And that just happened yesterday. Like last night, I was just sitting there and I was like, why don't I just like, because I thought about, because I was, Jodie's here. Jodie's a poet as well. And she, because Kat's a poet as well. Yeah, true alchemy. That's it. But like, I was there, you know, I've been talking about publishing a book and stuff. And then I was like, why don't I just like make an ebook? Because I've been buying all these ebooks on my phone and my tablet. And they're like, I buy these, some of them are like $3. Um, I bought the one the other day, which was a good one, from the guy, like a Holocaust survivor, Man's Search for Meaning, Viktor Frankl. And everyone kept telling me I got to read this book, and it was only like $3.50 on Google Books. So like that gave me an idea. I was like, why don't I just like put my poems and stuff up and sell them for $1 each, you know? And I've already got four things sitting there, so I've just got to wait for approval. And as long as I don't speak about stuff that's going to get me censored, I'll be right. It's interesting. I wonder what's happened to the stream. I don't even want to think about it. It's ruffled some feathers, I tell you. I'm sure it has. Because yeah, it's sad, but I think I might have pushed the boundaries in what I could talk about, because I was speaking openly about malfeasance and things like that, and being treated badly by health systems, and maybe they don't want people talking about that stuff. Curly says, I can get Audible and ebooks from the library for free. Have you linked into this? No, I haven't, but like I'll look into that, because they'd still I'd still get, like, if I uploaded to Audible, and if people, like, you could get my books for free from Audible, and audio books for free from Audible through your library. So I'll do that. I'll look at Audible. I always write down stuff. That's why I bought that Viktor Frankl book. Is someone, well, heaps of people kept telling me I got to read that book. It's a really good one. Audible. See, there you go. And also Google audio books. Because if I'd make an audio version, I can put the same one on both, you know. So that's a really awesome idea. So I should sign up for that. Oh, well, it's good. We're here now. We're having a chat. How good's this? You know, it's working at the moment. It's streaming. As long as I don't say the wrong words, we're not going to get cut off. Maybe I said the wrong words when I said Audible, because that's a competitor of Google. It says, I was very lucky to have a good experience in hospital. I was still manic at the time, so I could have been that. Yeah, that's true. Look, it was sort of different for me because I'd stabilized, and so, and you know, to be fair, it was a safe place. You know, they fed you and stuff like that, and you know, I wasn't in there for too long. I was there for 2 weeks. You know, but that was 2 weeks too long, as far as I'm concerned. But at the same time, it's good to hear that you had a good experience and that it helped you, and um, and that's what they're there for, really, you know. So you had mania, I had psychosis, and my argument is that I had stabilized by the time I actually went into hospital. So yeah, but then I got to watch what I say. I don't want to get censored. But that's, and you're doing awesome now, Kat. Like uh, your your photos on Instagram are awesome, and your quotes are so good. Like I love all the quotes you put up. They're awesome. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate them. You know, like whenever I see a photo and a quote, I'm just like, awesome. They're the best quotes. So keep doing it. Like I love it. And hopefully there'll be some magpies. You can get some more photos of magpies soon. I should get some photos of the birds here. We had like the currawongs in the trees. Kat says my mania turned into psychosis too, but it's such an individual experience. Yeah, that's, thank you for sharing. You know, it's good that you're like comfortable to share this stuff. And Kat says thank you, Luke. Yeah, no, I love, it's a highlight of my day when like I load up Instagram and there's like a really lovely photo and quote there from you. But yeah, your previous comment is, thank you for sharing that. Like that's because that's what happens, you know. Like I think I was manic for a while, so I had paranoia because of what I went through, and it was justified paranoia. It wasn't like um, it was real paranoia that came from real threats that were made to me that made me paranoid, you know. But then I went through a stage of mania with insomnia, and I worked with it. Like I made all this art, and I, you know, was creative and stuff. And then it sort of eventually, that's when it sort of crescendoed into psychosis for me. So the psychosis was really brief. It was only a few days, and but I was certainly manic for a period of time, and I was paranoid for a period of time. Um, and justified. You know. And obviously that's why I was censored, because I was talking about all that stuff. So I'll be careful about what I say. I want them to approve me on the Google Books. I want them to let me have my poetry on there. So I've got to be nice. I've got to be friendly to them. So I wrote a poem this morning, actually. Do you want me to read the poem? Michaela's back. Awesome. It's working. Yeah. And I promise I'm not going to get censored this time. Starbright's here as well. Starbright says, yes, read it. So, you know, ironically, this is about that period of time. So this is sort of a poem that sort of stretches over a period of time, maybe a year or more, of experiences that are sort of put together. And it was literally about what I went through. So it's really ironically perfect for this. I fell in shame, stood back up to feel the pain in my heart. Sorry, I'll start again. Rewind. I fell in shame, stood back up to feel the pain in my heart. It split in two, the faintest rain. Your walk is art. I closed my eyes. There I see you. The memory is gone, never the same. Alone I grew. So it seemed a lot more coherent this morning when I wrote it. And then when I read it, but you know, like this poem actually, like, it's interesting because I had a song, one of my favorite band, like it's like Starbright says beautiful. Cat's like saying awesome. Can I read it again to the pace of, like, because this poem is like in the it's I've had this song that I've been listening to a lot, and then I naturally sort of rhymed it similar to the song. So if I can read it again, it'll be a lot faster. I fell in shame. Sorry, I'll start again. I fell in shame, stood back up to feel the pain in my heart. It split in two, the faintest rain. Your walk is art. I close my eyes, there I see you. The memory is gone, never the same. Alone I grew. Maybe slower was better, I don't know. And I sort of didn't read it too good. So thank you, everyone. That's awesome. Like, it's good. I wrote that at like 4 a.m. this morning. So good. Like, and poetry is such an awesome healing thing, you know. I love it. Curly says so nicely, thank you. It's I love how you can just get a pen and paper and you just write something, you know. Starbright says, love poetry, such an expressive way to get feelings out on pen to paper. Exactly. Isn't that, like, that's awesome? We almost said the exact same thing. I wasn't looking at the screen. I said almost the same thing as you said. You would have been typing it as I was saying. How awesome. See, this is the stream that should have been, you know. Here we go. I'll write a poem right now. Here is the stream that should have been. Uncensored. and clean. Not scrubbed and unseen. So you can watch it on a screen. Just wrote a poem right then. Here is the stream that should have been uncensored and clean, not scrubbed and unseen, so you can watch it on a screen. I love it. Michaela says, if you're not familiar, look up Dr. John Cooper Clarke, British punk poet. I'll look, see, I always do this stuff. I've already got my list started here with Audible and Google Books. So Dr. John Stewart. No, Dr. John Cooper Clarke. Yep. And that's what I was saying, Michaela. I bought that Viktor Frankl book. I bought that yesterday. And it's good. I write down these things and go through the list stuff. People talk about stuff. Oh, you should check this out, check that out, and so and it was on Google Books for like $3.85. It was like less than $4, so it was awesome. So I bought it, and I'm going to read it very soon. Yeah, Man's Search for Meaning. That's the one I got. Where am I? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Starbright says, "Oh, I will, Michaela, check it out." Michaela says he has the most melodic voice and edgy material, so I will check it out. As long as he doesn't get censored on YouTube, that's the main thing. Starbright says, I do lots of journals too, doodle sometimes. Yeah, awesome. Doodling is really cool to do. It's a really good thing to do. That's something I used to do. I used to draw, and I used to draw a lot, and I haven't for a long time. Trying to show you, like, I'll try and find. I showed some drawings from my last time. That's a poetry one. No doodles in that one. That's a poetry one. Here we go. We might find some. These are all blanks. Good stuff. I got blanks still. Here we go. This will have drawings in it. I used to draw a lot of awesome. These are like lyrics for a song I wrote. It's on YouTube. It's like a Simpsons style face. They're like warm-up sketches. Like I was going to be a cartoonist when I was growing up. And this is very appropriate. That's like I got censored today. Someone covering their mouth. So I do these. These are sort of like automatic drawings. These are like motifs, like the Carl Jung motifs. I like think of them as that. They make great tattoos. So like I do that drawing in like 5 seconds. They're really fast, expressive. Like, and I warm up with them. So they're like, they could be letters of an alphabet, but they also look like, see, it looks like a dancing person. Looks like a human dancing or something. And then I do stuff like this, which is like architectural stuff, like a Earth ship, if you know about Earth ships and all that sort of stuff. So like building, I was going to study building design and I never completed it. Here's a design for a house, an earth sheltered house. See how it's like got a mound. So the house is in there, and that's the entrance, like a hobbit house. And it's all piled up dirt, and that's from above. So this is like using culverts, preformed concrete, like they make bridges out of, but you just use that to build a house. So it's like a house design. There's got to be more pictures in here. There's another example. You see what I mean? It's like earth sheltered. So it's the same thing. Here we go. Even say that's the ingredients: two box culverts, two caps and two ends, and you've got a house. And that's dirt on either side. So you don't need to spend money on air conditioning. There's a lot of nothing much in this one. I was hoping there'd be something good. I mean, there's more of these ones, you know what I mean? So they're sort of like expressive. They don't. It's bizarre. Oh yeah. So now I know. Like the beauty about these books is like you go, when was this? And then I know when this is from. This is from about 10 years ago. There's got to be another one while I'm on the subject. No, they're blanks. Here we go. No. I've got them in a box. All my good ones. But doodling is such a good thing. Sketching, journaling. Yeah, that's it. Kat says I'd love to build a Earth ship. They're a great concept. Just need that land. Yeah, absolutely. I'm hearing you. How good would it be having like an Earthship and then these massive gum trees and then like a river? Be so good. Be so good. Just trying to think. There's got to be another book around with the doodling, but maybe I don't want to get. Noah's here. How you going? Am I blocked? No, you're not blocked. I see you. We had like massive problems this morning, Noah. I got censored, Noah. I was talking about stuff YouTube's didn't want me to talk about, and they sent the bloody. They said no, and I got like censored. So I got to be careful what I talk about. So I don't want to upset the apple cart, which is what they say. But what other comments did I miss? Starbright says, yeah, that's man. Oh yeah, it is such a powerful book. I can't wait to read it. I've read bits of it from places, and that's why I was like, yeah. And everyone, so lots of people told me I should read it. Noah says, huh? Yeah, like my stream was, I think it was too controversial. So I think I don't know, it could have just been technical issues. But it was like I kept getting frozen out, and it's showing on my thing that I've got the videos there, but then I go play it and it only plays 50 seconds of it. So there's something weird going on. I'm not going to I don't want to cause troubles. I'd rather just keep the channel going. Mouse is also great. Yeah, I'll write it down in the list. There we go. I've got to find another doodle book because we're talking about like sketchbooks and stuff. I'm sure I've got another one around. It's got something decent in it. These are all poems and stuff. Just give me 1 minute. Here we go. There's probably only going to be a few pictures in here that are worth looking at. And it's good to know that half this book is actually uneven drawn. See, look, there's more of those sort of patterns. So I do them to warm up. And it's like you warm up and get these are just making marks. You know what I mean? Like warming up. Again, making marks, textures and things. There's another architectural stuff like buildings, old style sort of like architecture. So this is like similar to Earthships, but like building houses in the sides of a mountain sort of thing. But it's like a tower built into the side of a hill. But on a small scale, not on a big scale, like it's not a castle, it's like something smaller. Here we go. Wow. I don't know if it's like I've just written it's like a poem, but wow. Can't read that one. I'll get censored. It's like me. This is like me writing like an angry letter to someone who really hurt me. So I can't read. I don't want to get censored. But it's like, here we go. There's more of these sort of structures, and it's like, you know, like stupas, like pagodas and stuff. You know, like in Asia. But I like the idea of building them smaller versions. I thought there'd be more. Here's a miniature castle. So it's got a courtyard, and you got 2 towers. So this could be like, you know, like the size, half the size of a normal house. You know, so like these are small rooms. They're like 2.5 meters wide. And so this might be 4 meters, 5 meters high. But you got this courtyard in there. So like in Australia where it's hot and stuff, like if it, you know, you've got these cool areas. There's another. So it's sort of like taking the old school medieval design and like making it miniature. And then I took the same thing and did it even in a small scale where it's just a cube. So you've got the buildings below, and then on the roof you've got like an upstairs area. Really, it's a banned. Why is it banned? Manus is why is it banned? Is it because it's like graphic or something like that? That's like inside the building. So you got stairs. Noah says, right, it's a great one. It's still accessible here in the US. I'm in the US, it's accessible but banned. Maybe like for maybe just not taught as curriculum. Like they used to read Brave New World. That's like the sort of art I used to do. Like, see, they'd make great tattoos, wouldn't they? That sort of stuff. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, there you go. So like see, look, one thing I do in books like this, I'd write down stuff I want to do. So 1/3 of the time I want to see sunset, 1/3 of the time I want to see sunrise, then 132 is go swimming. Guitar 2/3, framing course. Like seems like it doesn't make sense, but they're aspirations, stuff I want to do. And then the rest of the book is empty. So that's good. I know I can like finish, keep drawing in there. But I've got that written down. So I'll check it out. There's probably you probably get the ebook for like $5-10 or something. I don't know where my no, they're all put away. Yeah, that's it. Noah says that clears it up. It's not banned. It's just a regular read. Yeah, that's it. Like we used to have like Brave New World as like we used to read it in school. So when I went to high school, the the alpha class or the A class read Brave New World, and the outcast cast, we read Outsiders. So that Brave New World's English, but it's set in like America type place. And then Outsiders is like, it's funny how like the different when they split us up into groups in school, they'd give us different books to read. And all the intellectual kids got to read Brave New World, you know, and then they gave us Outsiders, which was interesting, but it was like nothing compared to it. It was just like, that's it. Well, hopefully we never get to that place. We should be able to read whatever we want. Yeah, that's it. Well, that's it. In Brave New World, everything is censored, and it's only the elite. The elite get to like read Shakespeare and all this stuff, and they get to read all the books. But everyone else in the lower classes is not allowed to read anything, you know. And they got a full slave class, which are like, Brave New World really sort of lays it all out. Pretty full on, you know. And they were like getting grade 9, or I think it was grade 9, was 8 or grade 9 was reading it. And it's pretty graphic. Like Brave New World's like, in Brave New World, it's like what we live in today though. Like they've got Tinder, you know, and like people go on these organized dates, and reproduction is all planned through like computers. It's this crazy world. And then they have slaves to do all the work for them. And then when the slaves get out of control, they just spray them with this chemical, and then they have orgies in the street. Like, it's just insane. Like, sorry, I'll probably get banned for like talking about it. But it's Brave New World. It's, you know, Aldous Huxley, like, you know, it's a book. Starbright says, agree, freedom of reading. I'm in Canada, and some things I've read growing up and is no longer available. I'm 57, so few generations behind current times. Yeah, that's it. Like, things change, hey, like, it's all, things change. I'm gonna find another book to show you. Just give me a minute. I'll be back. Curly says, I just reserved the book from the library. Awesome. Yeah, I'll look it up. I'll probably be able to get it from the library as well. That's a good idea. I don't have many good books. I thought I'd have like some really good books to show you with artwork and stuff, but I can't find them because I put them all in a box. There's nothing. Yeah, no, it's not even worth showing. But it's good having this chat. I'm glad that I'm allowed to keep streaming today, as long as I don't like say stuff that YouTube doesn't like. And it's good I found out I've got all these empty books here that I've got to draw in. So I've got all these are, this one's almost, I'll put them there. And how cool is that? Like, we've had a good chat so far. Like, I've got those books I've put up on Google Books. I've got this I'll look for this Manus graphic novel. I love comics, you know. I used to like collect comics. I've gone through that book before. Yeah, it's unfortunate. All my good books are all put in a box, so I was hoping to do like show you some more artwork and stuff, because we were talking about journaling and stuff, you know. Oh, this is the book I did when I did that insomnia stream. So these are the poems I did that night. So like, I'll make this into a book and put it on Google Books and Audible. So that's going to be cool. See, it gives me something to do. And Michaela says, "Lol, yeah, you keep talking about getting banned. You know what it is on the internet." Yeah, true. Yeah, but like, I'm talking about like stuff. I should go to a lawyer and like seriously sue some people for multiple millions of dollars. That's probably why, because I was severely wronged by some people. So maybe they're wanting to censor me. And I was talking about in that previous stream how I got pressure put on me to drop a criminal investigation, and that pressure pushed me over the edge and caused me a lot of emotional pain and trauma. So I've got sort of grounds to, if I had the right lawyer, to actually sue. But then how do I even like do anything about it? So maybe that's, I don't know. I don't think that's the reason why. Maybe it was because I was criticizing the mental health system. That's what I was doing, because I had some malfeasance several occasions, and so maybe they don't want to hear that because it's grounds for a lawsuit. So I don't want people talking about that stuff. I don't know. I got a feeling that could be the reason, because I wasn't holding back. You know, I I had it all broken down into all the different things and how it all led up to me being unwell. So if I was to actually go to a lawyer or lawyers and really seek damages, then YouTube probably doesn't want to have too much to do with it. So they'd probably rather censor me for that. Because there's multiple professionals that had caused malfeasance. And I was calling them out. So I reckon that could be the reason why I was censored. Oh, yes. So, but I was responding to stuff. I think I might have got people mixed up with my response to the comments. But yeah, Curly says I just reserved that book from the library. That's when I went looking for more books. I'm gonna see if I can hire it out from the library myself. Loan it from the library. Starbright says just home from work week. What a week! Fast paced, and now two off. Glad caught Luke for my transit ride home. Awesome. So you were driving. You got to. That's awesome, and it's good to connect with you, Starbright, because I appreciate your comments on the balancing videos and hearing about what you went through with the surgery and stuff like that, and how you got strong again and all that stuff. And that's really painful stuff to go through. So you're strong person to get strong again. It's awesome. I really appreciate it. Gives me courage hearing other people's strength, that they've gone through things and they've gotten through it. It makes me go like, oh, I've got to keep doing this stuff myself. So Noah says, I meant banned from this channel. I don't. I do know everything is on the internet. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. But I think I don't know. I think personally, I was saying stuff about being treated badly by hospitals and psychologists and GPs, and maybe they just don't want to have anything to do with that. So they just shut the stream down. And also, I talked about how I started a criminal investigation into historical abuse, and then I pulled back because I had pressure put on me. So stuff they don't want. They'd rather just me stay silent, maybe. I don't know. And that's what I was saying in the stream. I was saying it worked. The pressure they put on me got me to pull back from the prosecution. It scared me enough to stop it. Curly says, I reserved the audio and the ebook from the library. I'm on the wait list and we'll see which comes first. Yeah, that's awesome. Bright says, yeah, good, Curly. Yeah, I look forward to, checking it out. Michaela says to Noah, yeah, that comment was for Luke. There's so much worse than anything he's saying or doing. Yeah, that's it. I think it's legal reasons, probably, what I'm saying. I'm talking I'm implying I've got grounds for a lawsuit, and I really should have lawyers representing me. And the hospital itself was worried that I was going to sue them. So, because the way they treated me was horrible. Not all of them, just some of the people there. And I don't know. Love hearts are flying. I'm going to add a few. They were like, they were saying they were for me, weren't they? Because I was saying how I got screwed over. I really did. And I did get looked after, like, in, when I went into hospital this year for medical thing, they looked after me then, but last year, I love seeing the hearts flying. It's good. But Michaela says, do you have X-Men? I never collected them. Like, I had friends who collected X-Men. I was like the British comics. I used to collect Judge Dredd and 2000 AD, but not the American comics so much. I did like American comics, like Batman was cool. But I had friends who collected every X-Men comic, from the original. Noah says, Michaela, right. Noah says, yay, Curly, you've got it. Reserve lucky. That's it. Maybe add some of your drawings to the books. Yeah, that's it. I will. These are all pretty much blank. So I've got some drawing books. I'm going to get back into drawing now. Noah says, yeah, it's just tech issues. You're fine. Yeah, that's it. I reckon that's probably what it is. So I like to think that, although it really upsets me because I that first stream I spent an hour, like I probably should have stopped it straight away and started again, because I did see people saying it's frozen, but it kept saying it was still going. But I went through all this stuff and I explained it, and now I'm upset because I don't want to go through it again. So Sky's back. How you going, Sky? It's awesome to see you back again. Technical issues are gone. We don't know whether I was censored or not. It could have just been technical issues. Noah says, watch them, they will lead you. That's it. Yeah, Michaela says, possibly just a bad connection. Curly says, can you find a lawyer that would take on contingency basis? I do have friends who are lawyers that I can ask for advice, and they could probably point me towards someone who would. I was at the start of the year. I actually spoke to a lawyer representative group, but that wasn't for not for damages or anything. That was just for representation, and I ended up not needing them because everything worked out fine. So Starbright says, yeah, keep moving forward. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Starbright. Moved past the past is now in the past, eh? You know, like I'm living in the present, and I'm getting back healthy and stuff again. Like you watched my balancing video, Starbright, so you saw how much I put on so much weight. I was like 15 kilos lighter a year ago, and so I need to get fit again. So I need to like exercise, and I'm limited in how much I can do the exercise too, just time wise. But you know, that balancing stuff is so good for your health. Like I'll be sweating all over. Like my whole body is like every muscle's getting worked. So I've just got to do that 3 times a week for half an hour, and it's like a really good workout. And you know it because you did the balancing work yourself. So it's you know how much it every muscle of your body just gets worked. It's really good for you. Noah says yes to Starbright, yes forward. Sky says yo. Yeah, that's right. I caught up to the chat now. Sky's like white wheel of the abyss. That's what was happening. It was like technical difficulties. It's like that on the old TV shows, you know, something goes wrong, technical difficulties. Noah says, sup, Sky. Sky says, hi, Noah. Noah says, hi, love. Sky, I hope you're good. Sky says, I'm still going at the moment. That's good. You know, like that's actually, that's positive. You know, you being honest. So that's good. So it sounds like things are difficult, but you're still going, you know. So I know how that feels. You being honest. And I know that you're working through a lot of stuff at the moment, Sky. Like you really are. Like it's difficult when you've got lots of things going on. It makes like everything difficult. Noah says, Luke, you can surf. Well, it looked like I was surfing doing the the balancing. It was just on a log on the ground. But the wobbly one, the wobbly logs, like that wobble when you stand on them, it fully makes it like you're surfing, eh? Like because as you move, the log starts moving, and then you're just like, yeah, it's good fun. It's fun to practice, and it's more difficult without shoes on. That's why I take my shoes off. When you got shoes on, it's easier to like, you can just walk back and forth, and it's not as difficult. But when you take your shoes off, you really wobble, and yeah. But I'm gonna keep going to different places. So the next balancing stream is going to be in another spot, and it'll be different. So I'm just going to keep moving around to different spots. Starbright says, I bound a rebounder like a small trampoline. It's fantastic. I just walk and lightly jump. Good for lymph, and do as I can. Do as can. Yeah, that's awesome. Those like mini trampolines. I remember them. I haven't seen them for like years, but they used to be a big thing, like those mini trampolines. Like and they're good because they're low impact. That's perfect for like for your situation. Like because you're not putting too much pressure on the joints, but you're able to work all the you're doing the same thing. Like it's sort of like jogging, but you're not like when you go jogging, you can cause yourself all this injuries and stuff. People that do running and jogging, they end up hurting themselves. So that trampoline sounds like a good idea. I might look and see how much they cost. Might be a good thing to get. Starbright says, yeah, walking in nature is so healing. It totally is, hey. There's some good spots near where I live, so that's good for me that I can go do that. And I've got a creek just near me as well, which has got a nice walking track along the creek. And I've just got to get back into doing that. We're moving into summer here, so it gets really hot really quickly. So like there's only certain times a day you can really exercise. So Noah says Starbright, yeah, loves trampoline. You got it. Noah says Starbright nature walks are the best. Sky says, yeah, could be homeless soon. Oh, that's really not good at all. Sky, what's going on? I thought, because I remember you saying you were looking for a place to move. You're looking to move like to a different like North. You're looking to move like North Queensland or to a different city or something like that. And I know in Brisbane it's really tough for finding places to live. I don't know what it's like on the sunny coast, like whether the housing shortage is the same up there. Yeah. Curly says, I've used a rebounder. I should probably take the laundry off it and jump. You've got one. So yeah, just use it. So you use the old trampoline as like a storage thing. Noah says, Luke, no, I was trying to figure out what a currawong bird was. Oh, they're the birds that like fly around, like the baby birds in the tree at my house. That were in those outside videos, breathing videos. They got like a pretty cool currawongs. We've got in Australia, we've got currawongs and magpies. They're two main sort of types of birds. And we have mountain currawongs and the regular ones. And I'll email you like some info on currawongs because they're really cool. And I'll try and get a video of them. I'll do that. Starbright says, yes, cardio health, my concern too. Yeah, me too. Because that's what I haven't exercised for like almost a year. So, and the medication I was on for 4 months, 4.5 months was not good for my heart. So I need to like, I need to do cardio stuff. And I put on weight, 15 kilos of weight. So that's a lot, but my weight goes, I put on weight and then I lose it again. So I've just got to I've got to exercise enough to start losing it. But I've finally gone one notch on my belt less. So that's good. That's good. I'm finally actually starting to lose weight. So I'm not putting any more weight on at the moment. Starbright says, oh yes, we're fall heading into winter. And that's yeah, Sky. That is, I don't know how, but because I'm trying to think how I can help. I know if I got a mate who lives in Noosa, I can ask around there. I don't know what part of Sunny Coast you're in, but he's Noosa and Pridgeon. I got a friend who lives in Pridgeon. I can ask, and I also have a friend who lives in Yamundi. So if you're stuck, I know the mate that lives at Yamundi. He might even have place. He might have spare room or something. And he's a good, honourable, safe person. I wouldn't I wouldn't say anything if I didn't think the person was like a great person. I wouldn't advise. I'll go. You'd be a good roommate, housemate, or whatever. But yeah, if it's Noosa or I can ask around for Noosa and yeah, Yamundi. This guy says, "Cheers, Luke. I'll sort out as much as I can." It's difficult, like, and you've got all your gear as well, like all your furniture, and it's always difficult. But getting like yeah, it's public housing stuff's almost impossible, so. But if you're in a situation where you can like get onto that might help. Yeah, Noah says, Sky, I hope it works out. Yeah, Curly says, I'm so sorry, Sky. Yeah, like, there's got to be a way to sort through it. You don't want to end up homeless. Even living in a car, like, would be tough. I don't know. I reckon I could live in a car for a couple of weeks and then I'd be worn out after that. Starbright says, yeah, Sky, homeless. Something will come through. Trust the universe. We too have housing crisis. It's terrible, very challenging. Yeah, it's pretty full on. Like, there's all these empty houses all over Australia in the major capital cities. Empty houses, and because rich people have invested in them and they don't want anyone living in them. It's horrible. And then people are trying to like live. And Sunshine Coast, where Sky is, there is half the place is empty. It's like rich people own holiday houses, and people from like England and stuff, UK, they've got houses in the Sunshine Coast, and they'll only go there for like 2 weeks a year, and the rest of the time it's empty. It's just insane. It's really insane. But it's sorry to hear that's like that. You're in the States, Starbright, aren't you? Oregon? I can't remember. I'm trying to remember if you'd said where you were or not. Noah says, Sky, no matter what, yeah, we're here for you. Noah says, Luke Johnson is my angel. That's too much, Noah. But yeah, if I'm if I'm an angel, that's awesome to be, called that. Thank you. My shoulder. Where's Luke the lizard? Luke the lizard's got to come back to your house. That's the angel. Where's your lizard? It's got to come back. My shoulder stopped twitching, and then he had fixes. That's awesome. That's good when yeah. I had twitching arms for a few months this year, and that was scary, but it finally got better. Sky says, cheers, Luke, I'll sort as much as I can. Noah says, Sky, you have any 411, anything to help you get started? Yeah, that's it. Like it is good to reach out if you get that close to it. There is services out there, like, and if you need a hand with anything, I've got my email address on my YouTube thing there. Send me an email and like we can get in contact. Whatever I can do to help. It's got to be something. Sky says, I'm not really here to bring the mood down. No, you're not bringing the mood down at all. Like, we're here for you. Like, it's not, like, no, it's all good. Noah says, Sky, you'll be okay. Sometimes we just need a friend. That's exactly it. And you're not bringing the mood down at all. Oh, you're in Canada. Awesome. Ontario. So you'll be starting to get cold there. Doesn't it get cold in that part of Canada? This guy says, very true, Noah. I'm just going to chill in the background and drive. Oh, that's right. Sky, you're driving at the moment. Sky's driving now, and Starbright was driving earlier, listening while she was driving. I'm guessing, Starbright, you're a female. I never checked. I don't always ask, and I just guess. So I don't know. And then I feel bad when I ask. It's funny, but that's just how it goes. And it's sort of cool with YouTube, how like it's like the old school internet where you've got names and stuff, so you don't always know. Noah says, yes, Sky, we're here with you on your drive. That's awesome. And it's some nice there. You got like, interesting roads to drive in the sunny coast. There's some places are really traffic, lots of street lights and stuff, and then you've got these nice sort of highways and things like that in between the different areas. So it can be enjoyable going for drives. Sky says, thank you all. Sky's got the heart. Starbright says, Sky with the heart. Noah's got the heart. Starbright says, yes. Starbright says, no worries. That's it, yeah. So I was right. It's a cool name too, Starbright. Everyone's got cool names. Noah S'more's cool. Sky's cool. Sky and Starbright have got a similar name too. And I like Noah. Noah's also like Noah. The Noah is the Noah. She knows. We got someone new in the chat. Bones PK, hello. This chat popped up in my feed. What CPTSD is being discussed? Is it the stress disorder? Yes. We don't always talk about it, but we've tonight or today, it's actually in Australia, it's 10 past 11 in the AM in the morning. Sometimes we go like full on talk about healing techniques. Sometimes we talk about like triggers and trauma. And sometimes we just chat. Like tonight we're just chatting, and so we're talking about like we're all actually, everyone here is dealing with different stuff. So some people have got health rehabilitation. Some people have got living difficulties. You know, I'm still going through health rehabilitation myself from a crisis I went through last year. And that's sort of what the original stream was meant to be about. But I kept getting, the stream kept dropping out. So it'd be interesting to see if it processes and starts working. So sometimes we go deep talking about like healing techniques and books to read and all that sort of stuff. And other times we just chat, like tonight or today we're just chatting. So we're not really talking about CPTSD at the moment. But most of us here have got complex post-traumatic stress disorder. So it's sort of like a friendship support group as well. Like we just have great conversations. And most of us have got it, you know. And we all share trauma, regardless. We all share trauma that we've all gone through. And some of us are still going through it. So yeah, that's a good question, Bones. It varies depending on the chat. Sometimes we go right into it. Other times we just chat. Noah says, I drive sweet people you come across. That's awesome. I'd love to go for a drive with you, Noah. Take us for a drive across San Diego one day. That'd be awesome. Take me to all the spots. You know, all the places. You got to take me for a drive one day. Up in the hills. Oh, it's pretty flat. No, San Diego's. It's got mountains. It's got hills. And you got the ocean. But there's all. Yeah. How cool would that be? Sky says, I wish I might. That's it. Noah says, hey, Bones BK, just a kind, chill convo. That's it. That's it. It's just a kind, chill convo. Especially after getting I don't know whether I got censored or not this morning. I got a feeling I got censored. I was basically talking about stuff I should talk to lawyers about. So Noah says, Sky, yes, I wish I make a smile with everyone tonight. You do. Always put a smile on my face, Noah. We got to get that lizard back to your house. Noah's got like a pet lizard that lives in her backyard, and it's disappeared. And it's got to get home. We've got to find it. It's like Benji. The lizard's missing, and it's got to come home again. See, it's going into winter, and lizards won't really hibernate in San Diego. They'll stay active in the winter, won't they? They still hang out in the winter. Maybe they just slow down a bit and they still sleep a bit, but they might still be active. I don't know. It's like that here. Lizards hibernate in winter in Australia, but they don't really hibernate. They still eat and get around, but they just don't do much. They sleep most of the day, but they might still go and sun themselves and get some food, but then they'll just like do less. They spend most of their time just sitting under a rock in winter, conserving their energy. We got Kirsty here. How you going, Kirsty? Good to see you here. Hey, I'm new from the UK. It's 1 a.m. I can't sleep. Nice to see such a supportive CPTSD community. Well done, Luke. Thank you, Kirsty. Sorry. Thank you, Kirsty. Like, it's good, and it's good that you've joined. And I do a stream on a Sunday, so tomorrow at like 11 a.m. UK time will be another stream. So hopefully you can make it tomorrow. That'd be awesome. And I'll try and do a stream once or twice a week. I'm just going to try and keep it going. So thank you. I really appreciate the comment. Thank you. And that's what it's about. It's just as much having friendly, fun conversations as much as, we were talking about, books to read and stuff. Like we always do that stuff. We sort of mix it up. I was going to have like a heavy sort of stream today where I was talking about negative experiences with healthcare and with doctors and things, and that didn't happen. So it's good that we're just having a friendly chat now. So it's awesome that you're here, and so make use of being up at 1 a.m. in the morning. So, and we're all at different time zones. So we've got Canada, America, Curly's in America, I think, as well. And we got America, and we got a couple of us from Australia. Starbright says, yeah, coping skills on life's journey. That's it. That's what it's all about, eh? Just like self-care, fun things like what you do, everyone's got something to share, and it's really interesting how many of us all do similar stuff, like journaling and writing poetry, and we all like going for walks in nature. It's amazing how much that stuff really helps. So Noah says, hi, Kirsty. Sorry, you must get so annoyed when people call you Christy. It's one of those things with Christy and Kirsty. So I'll get it right now, Kirsty. So, but yeah, Noah says hi, Kirsty. Curly says Luke and the group is wonderful. That's awesome. Thank you, Curly. We always enjoy your company. Kirsty says hi, Noah. Bones PK says sorry to hear you have difficulties. Not going to lie, you said my username and my palms started sweating. Can I disappear into the background and observe for now? Yeah, if you want. Oh, that's totally, like, I understand. I've got anxiety and stuff myself, and I can't go out in public much. Like, I went to the petrol station the other day at 4 a.m. You know what I mean? I've barely left the house in months. So I've got major anxiety, but I can sit in front of the camera. It's weird. But the it reminded me of like the skating brand Pal Peralta. If you like, it's a old school skateboard company. Noah says, Luke Johnson, I'll take you everywhere. You'll probably hate me, but sweet chill end is good. Yeah. What do you mean? Why would I hate you? Because you take me to every single place. I want to see all the places. Show me the sights of San Diego. That'd be awesome. Starbright says, yes, no, take me for a drive. Yeah, exactly. I got my passport. I want to go. I want to do a trip. It's on my bucket list. Hopes and goals and dreams. Exactly. And that'd be such a different environment. Like Ontario to California is like big difference, eh? Starbright says, come as you are and do as you feel comfortable with, Bones. Yeah, that's exactly it. Hey, Bones says thank you with the heart. A lot of people, Bones, yeah, like a lot of people just listen to these streams and chats. Like you'll have people just sitting back listening, and that's really awesome because they feel comfortable just being here. And you know, I know what it's like myself. It's not like, it's good to sometimes you know, like I said, I'm able to sit in front of the camera like this and chat, but I have troubles with stuff in public and that. And but I like listening to people as well. Like, you know, if I'm at a party or something, or I don't go to parties much anymore, but when I used to go to parties, I'd be happy to just sit there. And I do this all the time in social things. Like once there's like 4 or 5 people there, people will be chatting and I'll just sit back and listen. And I'd prefer to do that and just let other people talk and listen. And then every so often I might say something, but I'll just, it's good. It's good to do, you know, so enjoy it. And yeah. Noah says, Starbright, any trip, short or long, if we look back, it's a good fun, even by ourselves. Yeah, that's it. I like going for drives on my own too. Going through difficult times, you know, like we got like a circuit that goes up the mountain. So you drive for like 40 minutes and then another 40 minutes. So you're up the mountain and then down around and then this big circuit. Or you'll go up the mountain and turn around and come back. And it used to be awesome thing for me to do. I haven't done it much for a while because I haven't been able to afford it because I've been paying off like this since I had the accident last year. I'm still paying it off. I've got $200 to pay off, which I'll pay tomorrow, and then I'll be debt free finally after like a couple of months. And that's going to be really good because I've been basically broke. Like I see the psychologist every 6 weeks, and I'm seeing a dentist next week, so that's like $200. And yeah, once I pay off my final $200, not much left over. And then but now I'm finally got that, I'll actually have some money in my bank account, which will be good, rather than having like $20 sitting in my bank account, which is what I got and I got $40 in my bank account at the moment. So things are getting better. Noah says, Luke Johnson, thank you for our sweet little haven. That's awesome. It is like a haven, isn't it? Where we can just be ourselves and just chat and hang out. And the beauty of it is that we're comfortable, that we all know, everyone knows that everyone's been through difficult stuff and probably going through difficult stuff as well at the same time. So it's a really good, everyone's supportive of each other, and we understand, like, it's easy to, I say stuff that could trigger people sometimes, and I've got to be careful how I speak. And so that's, but generally it's pretty cool, and I'm doing pretty good too, because I've been up since, I didn't sleep last night because I do the night shift for Mum, and I was up through the night, and I was lying in bed for like a couple of hours last night listening to a podcast with my eyes closed, just listening to the podcast, but I wasn't sleeping. And then so I haven't slept since yesterday. After, like, I think it was 3 p.m. I got up, so I'm sleeping during the day now, and I get up at 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and then I'm awake until 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. So I'm up past my bedtime. So it's like Kirsty. If Kirsty's still here, like, it's like you. It's like 1 a.m. in the morning for you. It's like that for me. I'm up past my bedtime, but I'm happy to keep chatting for as long as we're all enjoying it, especially after this morning's disruption. I'm gonna email YouTube and say, look, I might have to I'll email them and say, like, let me download the live stream that it was too controversial, so I can give it to my lawyers. No, it's not going to do that. But like, I'm interested because I really went through some stuff today that was some hot topics. I was talking about some serious stuff like malfeasance and being screwed around by systems. So yeah, I don't know. Flip of a coin, it could have been censored or it could have just been technical difficulties. But maybe I was pushing the boundaries a little bit too much today. So it was maybe just a warning to say, like, take it easy. Don't try and go too far. But see, we've had some really good healing chats in this streams, where people have opened up and talked about their negative experiences and being re-traumatized, like whether it's through a psychologist or seeing a doctor or whatever, and being misunderstood by people. That's one of the most upsetting things, people not understanding what it's like with dealing with trauma. It's the worst thing, man. It's like people, they just don't understand. They don't know what it's like. And then so they're like, they just don't, they can't comprehend it. But it's like things are so, they affect you so much more. And, once you, if you get triggered by something major, then for me, like it can last for weeks. Luckily, I'm so far along the healing journey now. I'm not getting major flashbacks. I'm not getting stuck in thinking about the agony of it. So I'm not getting trauma responses as much as I used to. But I am isolating myself away from society. And so a lot of my trauma responses will come from social situations. So I'm protecting myself from that. So I need to exposure therapy for anxiety, same thing. For trauma, I need to expose myself to social situations. So I'm like forced to see how well I'm dealing with it. So Early's in Maryland. It's pretty flat there, isn't it, in Maryland? There's not many mountains or something. I don't really know. I know the CIA have got their base there. Or is it the FBI? No, CIA. They got one of their headquarters. Or is it the FBI? I know they've got a lot of bases there. And is Maryland central? It's near Washington, is it? Next to Washington? I should know this stuff, but I'm really bad with geography. Central northeast, is it? On the other side. Let me know in the comments. We'll catch up. Curly will let me know. Or maybe I could look it up, but like it'd be nice to I'll remember it. If you tell me where it is, I'll remember it. Sky says, cheers, everyone. I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Thanks for being here, Sky. It's really good. And it's awesome that, every time you join the chat. And email me, Sky. If you need to talk to someone, email me. I'll give you my phone number and you can call me. We can chat on the phone. Like we live in the same state. If you just need someone to talk to, that's not like, I know you've got friends and stuff, but like you might have, you might not want to talk to them about stuff that you want to talk to someone else about. I'm here. Just call me or send an email. I know what it's like myself. Like I get to the point where it's like I've got friends and I don't want to speak to them about stuff. So it's, the offer's there if you just want to chat about whatever. Noah says, loves bestest Marylander, Curly. Curly's like, oh, no, thanks. Noah says, Sky, big loves. Timothy's back again. Timothy Gallagher, he was here the other day. How you going, Timothy? Yes, that smile has returned. It has. You can see the lines on my cheeks when I'm smiling. That's awesome. Good to see you, Timothy. We had a good chat the other day. And that was that chat where I was talking about how, like, and with trauma, like, it's like we have this shit that happened to us in our life. We can't change it, but we've got an opportunity to change the future now. So there's something to look forward to with that, and that's I think I remember we were talking about that. It's like you can have an optimism towards the future, even though things are going to be difficult. They're going to get better, and we have an opportunity to, like, we can't get that time back. We can't fix everything, but like, you get to a certain point in healing and like things get better. Like I look back at where I was a few years ago and I was just a wreck. I was getting triggered constantly. There was a couple of years where I was in constant trigger and it was just horrible. And that doesn't happen so much anymore. So my main thing is motivation, sort of not having major motivation. And that's why doing this is great. Like, it's like my thing I can do a couple of times a week. How awesome is this? We're having this awesome chat, you know. I don't care that, like, I'm not going out to clubs and seeing music at the moment. Like, I'm having these awesome chats with all you people. How nice is this? You know, and this is better than like Facebook and stuff, because we're just actually having conversations. So Noah says, yeah, Curly, we're doing good. Timothy Gallagher says, you're the most happiest here in front of the camera. Yeah, I am. Totally am. I smile like, and this is the thing you'll see in like heaps of my older videos. I'll start off like I'll be talking about something really depressing and I'll be like really having trouble talking. Like I'll try. I can't do it now because I'm too happy, but like I'll be like talking about something really hurting me and you can see it and you can hear it in my voice. And then I'll talk for like half an hour, and then like I start reading the chat. And as soon as I start reading the chat, like I'm like, and then I start smiling and then I start laughing and shit. And then everything's good again. And it's just like, it's amazing how I go from that, but it's good because it means, well, I can't help but like when I'm talking about stuff that's really upsetting, I'm not going to be all happy and smiley about it. But then as soon as we get into the chat, like I get all happy and smiley. It's awesome. So I love it. Like there's always a lot of love and happiness in the chat. It's really sort of makes my, I look forward to it. Once or twice a week we have these really good chats, and sometimes it's even more than that. So it's really helping me so much. I appreciate it. And just getting to share with and getting to know people. We all get to know each other bit by bit, and Timothy says, yeah, health and recovery is important. It is, isn't it? I'd want to see how you smile afterwards. Yeah, well, that's it. Like, I'll be smiling all the time. See, I like I like it when I'm like just walking along, doing a bushwalk or something, and I'm thinking, and I'm start smiling just naturally. I like when that happens. But But, you know, I've spent so many years of my life with a frown and an angry face. Whole years of my life just angry and upset, just like this, you know. And so it's so good to be happy, you know. If I smile, if I lift my eyebrows too much, I get all the lines there on my forehead. So I got to find a balance. So it's like that. Yeah, and I just love smiling and laughing. It happens all the time in the chat. So afterwards, yeah, I do. I smile afterwards because I'm in a good mood, you know. Curly says, "Yeah, congrats for paying off the debt." Yeah, I finally got there, eh? Finally got there. I'm so far behind on the chat. Hey, yeah, I'll catch up. Starbright says, "Yeah, good for you. Stand proud." That's how far back I am on the chat because that was ages ago. I was talking about that stuff. Noah says, "Oh, dentist, but congrats. Smile. I'd love to see it." That's it. That's what, and that's what Timothy was saying. I want to see how you smile afterwards. Yeah, because It's just a checkup. Last time I saw a dentist, I got a filling done, and so this time it's just like a clean and X-ray. So they'll be super clean. And I haven't been drinking coffee like I used to, so I don't have the stains as bad as I used to. So Timothy says, "Yeah, haven't we all? But it's the truth. Be you." That's awesome, brother. That's what it's all about, eh? Bone says, "I have to go, but I'm glad I found you guys. I've subscribed and the bell is set to all. See you soon." Awesome. There'll be a stream tomorrow. And I forgot to ask which part of the world you're in, but you know, this time of day works better for US. My Sunday stream, it's like early morning in America, so I'll try and always do a Saturday stream for sure, which is Friday afternoon in America. Timothy says, "Changes that you want are worth the suffering." That's a really good one. They are totally worth pushing through it. Hey, Starbright says, "Be good to yourself." Kiss and hug to the bones. That's awesome. Noah says, "Yeah, Bones PK, bestest night wishes. See you next time." Thanks for being here, Bones. Like, it's because I took so long in reading that. Bones might have probably already left by now, but would have read it before. Would have read all this stuff as it was getting written. Timothy Gallagher says, "Technology can be scary, but don't let it stop you." Yeah, true. I think it was just technical difficulties today, you know. Just spread those sunflower seeds when it's going to replace the miserable experience. That's a brilliant one. I'm going to write that down. That's a good one. And replace that miserable experience. When it's, yeah, that's it. When it's going to. Noah says, night kiddos. I'm bother a friend, Luke. Thank you so much for taking care of me. I love you a lot. Love you too, Noah. You're an absolute gem. I hope the lizard comes back to your house and rest up. And look forward to our next chat. Timothy Gallagher says Maryland has great gardens. Yeah, awesome. I'll look it up. So it's one of those places that's got like lush, lots of trees and gardens, and like Noah says, Luke Johnson, good night. Night, Noah. We'll chat soon. Timothy Gallagher says, looks like the shape of a key. There you go. A state the shape of a key. That's very interesting. Starbright says, night, Noah, with the crescent moon. Curly says, yeah, we do have mountains, though. Yep, so you do have some mountains. That's good. It's good you have a bit of variety. Noah says, good night, Starbright. I hope to see you in the next one, lovely. Timothy Gallagher says, be choosy. Curly says, oh no, Noah says, Curly, good night. Curly says, we gone walking at Sugarloaf Mountains. I'm near Washington. That's where I thought. Maryland's next to Washington. We gone walking at Sugarloaf Mountains. I'm near Washington, D.C. Camp David is near the mountains. It's presidential retreat. Yeah, there you go. So you're right near where all that stuff is. Curly says, good night, Starbright. Timothy Gallagher says, folks take different strategies. This feels like next level forward. That's awesome. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Different strategies it's good trying out different ways of doing things, but also like not everything works for everyone. That's something I found with and I think it depends on what you're going through and where you're at. So it took me a long time to actually get to a point where I could actually function enough to do things and change my perspective. And because I have problems I can be happy and friendly here, and I really love that. And I get to smile and laugh, you know. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's the two mask things in which symbolizes happy and sorrow. Which is that's it. I get what you're saying there, Timothy. Curly says, good night, Noah. Timothy says, Stoics statues, just find a medium. But by they get left outside in the rain. Oh, that's brilliant. That's a really good one. And they get shat on by birds as well. Birds shit all over. But yeah, that's Stoic statues. I love it. Curly says, best time to see the dentist, tooth hurty, haha. Yeah, that's it. Oh, it's when you got. I had that. That's when I found my dentist. Like, it was last year. Um, I had wisdom teeth that were infected, and I had them taken out. And it was like one was really bad, and she kept the practice open It was like an emergency extraction. I was in so much pain. She just like took it out, and so I've just been going back ever since. So I found my dentist. I want to keep seeing her. She's really good. And I've got two more. I've got the upper ones to take out now, but they're not in a hurry for those ones. And I don't have any more fillings to do at the moment, so it's good. So, but yeah, I had really bad. It caused so much agony having the bad teeth. So much pain. I was in pain for months with it. And I just coped with it. I just let it be there, and then it just got to the point where I couldn't move. I was in that much pain. Yeah, that's it, Curly. Best time to see the dentist. Timothy says, doesn't matter. Oregon State it's a strange place. That's right. You're in Oregon. That's right. That's where I got it mixed up. Because we were chatting the other night. You're in Oregon, and Oregon it's on the same west coast, far north. It's very similar. Like you're probably 2 states across from Curly. You got Oregon and Colorado is in the south. I don't know. There's and then you've got up. Then you got Washington. The other side of that's Maryland, isn't it? Yeah, Curly says good night, everyone. Starbright says night, Curly. Thanks for being here, Curly. I'll probably end the stream pretty soon too. Like because I spoke for an hour first, and then I went for another half an hour for the first 2 streams, and then so I'm pretty tired, and I've been up since yesterday. So probably go for another 5 minutes, and it seems everyone's taken off soon. So it'll be a good opportunity for us all to say goodnight to each other. And I'll be doing the stream again tomorrow, which will be 6. It's pretty. I haven't scheduled it yet, but it'll be 12. It'll be 12 o'clock in Salem. So it'll be midnight, 12 a.m. tomorrow when I do the. Which I thought it'd be different to that. Wait. Yeah, 12 a.m. There you go. So it's a 6 hours, 6-hour difference. But it's not 6 hours, it's 20. It's 18 hours the other way. So it's like seems like 6 hours, but it's a whole day. And so Maryland would be similar to that as well. That'd be just a couple of extra hours. So I'll look that up for Curly. But I think, excuse me, Curly's probably already gone. 3 a.m. See, that's the difference. The further east you go, it makes a massive difference. So New York's like 6 or 4 or something like that. So Oregon won't be too bad. It'll be midnight when I start the stream tomorrow. So, but it'll be a bit later for Curly. 3 a.m. And then even worse for like Noah, because she's in San Diego. So that's probably another 2 hours. But it's not as much as New York would be. This frog has lily pads to field test. Enjoy the experience. However, tooth decay doesn't bring the tooth fairies winning lotto numbers. It doesn't bring the lotto numbers. Be nice if it did. Squash Tinkerbell for me, take care. Fog conditions, doesn't matter. You can't hit the road when it's flooded. That's true. We got a saying in Australia, when it's flooded, forget it. Because everyone goes to, in Australia, people try and drive into floodwaters. They do it in America as well. They drive their car into the floodwaters thinking they're going to get through, and it gets washed away and people die all the time. So they say, if it's flooded, forget it. It's amazing how many people die in car accidents, like, well, not car, they just get washed away in floodwaters. They think they're going to make it through, and it's just like, we had these big floods a couple of years ago, and there's this footage of like these people going, no, don't drive through, don't, like a bridge over and the water was over the bridge, and they're like, no, don't go through, and like the car's driving through and the bridge literally just crumbles like it's like a cartoon, and like the car just gets through. It literally the bridge got washed away just after the car got through, and it's just like, those people were so lucky. Literally 1 second, and they would have been washed away dead. My goodness, did you wake up with a pocket watch? That's no, well, I'm checking the internet. That's how I'm checking the. Timothy says, take care. It will be somewhere. Salem, Atlantic, Pacific, ? Used to take one, now it takes 4. That's it. Kind of, don't worry about the time. Come as you are. That's it. Well, that's it. But I like to try and, let people know, because the Sunday stream's always at the same time. And so it's good to know that at least it's only going to be midnight for you. And that's what I have noticed, because Curly does join often on the Sunday stream, but he doesn't always stay too long, because it's like, it might be 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning. So he says, yeah, wave your hands outstretched, but they're using their cell phone rather than seeing the bridge. That's it. It's like, that's exactly it. Very lucky, says Starbright. Yeah, I know. It was one of those ones. It was just like, because people do it all the time. They drive, because we've got heaps of crossings in Australia where there's no bridge. It just goes down into the creek, and then so when it floods, like, you can't cross, and you can't cross for days. And I know in America you got lots of those old wooden bridges and lots of bridges everywhere. We do have a lot of bridges here, but nowhere near as many. And so, you might have places where there's river crossings, there's 5 or 6 of them in a stretch. So people like they'll get stuck or they'll risk it, and that's when they get washed away. Yeah, Starbright says I'll set my bell for the channel. Caught a couple of times. Yeah, that's awesome, Starbright. That's awesome, and so good to have met you, and we'll get to know each other more, and that's what I love about this. We get to become friends, and it's pretty special. Just having this connection and being able to just relax. I love that. We can just have, relaxed conversation. And sometimes we talk about heavy stuff, which is good too. It's special. That's it. Great camera performance. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, someone was there they were there at the right time. Try that and free microphone night. It's a keeper. No, that's good. That's true. Yeah, this is one of the rare lighthearted ones. Yeah, no, I think maybe I don't know, every couple of really happy, upbeat, friendly. Well, there's always the friendly chat, but sometimes we don't know where the chat's going to go. It's like sometimes we really talk about healing and stuff, which is really good. Like we talk about what we do, and then other times we just talk about, yeah, that's it. Enjoy this moment. Other times it was just exactly that, being present and just we don't know like where the chat's going to go. Just sometimes it goes off into like esoteric stuff and like not really religious stuff, but yeah, more the spiritual sort of mysteries of the world. Sometimes we talk about stuff we can't really comprehend, metaphysics and things like that sometimes, and then other times it's just like this. We're just talking about whatever. Yeah, I'm terrible with paranormal. Yeah, it can be fun to chat about that stuff, but just not every. I don't know. No, don't be sorry. It's all good, brother. Nothing to be sorry about. But it's like it's good. Like I've enjoyed. I'll probably say I'll probably end the stream in the next minute or so. So I know Starbright's here and Timothy's here, and we got some people listening. Bones is probably still here listening. Curly might be here listening, but Curly's probably gone because he said he was going. And most of the people who are in the chat are gone, but there's people listening, which is great. Like I love that. You don't have to like. People don't have to like feel like they have to chat. Like I was saying, I do that often at parties and stuff. Like I enjoy sitting back and just listening to the conversation. Nods quietly, be safe, sleep well. Love that Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events. I still haven't seen that. That's like Jim Carrey, isn't it? That's like one of the. I've seen most of Jim Carrey's movies. I haven't seen that one. I'll write that down. Oh, there's a different version. We got Cosmo here. How you going? Cosmo says hi from the US. Cosmo Sherry just lurked for a few minutes. Hit the bell possibly for tomorrow night. Awesome. Good to see you here, Cosmo. So yeah, like if you're on West Coast, it'll be around midnight, and then Central will be like a bit later, and then like East Coast it'll be early in the morning. So it just depends on where you are. But that'll be awesome. And good to meet you, Cosmo. And you know, we'll catch up next time tomorrow, which will be just around the corner. But that's awesome. Timothy says you might get dramatized in a good way. That's it. From ever up that late. Cosmo says thank you. My best to you all. Thank you, Cosmo. I really appreciate that. Starbright says I'm too an observer of people. Interesting. Yeah, it is. It is good to do that, you know. And this is really good for me because I've got to sit here, keep talking, and I'm reading the comments and I'm trying to contribute as well. So it forces me to engage. So I can't really sit back, but that's okay because I'd spend so much of my life not speaking. So this is forcing me to speak. So it's good. It's good that I do that. That's it. Cosmo says we all have our vast experiences, the caring share. That's awesome. Yeah, I like that's it. And we'll all get to know each other more and more as we have like we meet each other in streams and stuff like that. So, you know, there's I write down stuff like this is all stuff to do. So like we got Lemony Snicket's. Check out because it's a classic series or movie. Curly was saying, you know, because I said I'm putting my poetry on Google Books, and he was saying, oh, you should do like Audible as well. So it's like a great idea. I should like make audio versions and then put them on there as well. And someone said Dr. John Cooper Clarke. That's someone to look up. Michaela said there's a graphic novel about like the war because I bought that Viktor Frankl book, Man's what's it called? Man's Quest for Meaning, Man's Search for Meaning, Viktor Frankl. I just bought that yesterday for like it was only $4 on Google Books. And then someone said, I think it might have been Timothy said, spread those sunflower seeds when it's going to replace the miserable experience. You know, so like I write down all the cool stuff people say, and Dr. John Cooper, yeah, that's it. Oh, Viktor Frankl, yeah, definitely. I've heard lots of stuff about his books. Oh, Dr. John Cooper, yeah, I'll look him up as well. I've got it written down. See, that's the beauty of writing them down. I go back through it and I check it out. So Cosmo says, Starbright says, night everyone, rest well. Thanks for being here, Starbright. Also, always awesome. We have great chats, so I look forward to seeing you again soon. Cosmo says, yeah, I know you're heading out, but just wanted to say hello, see you all. Yeah, well, thanks for joining. That's good. You joined right at the right time and you signed up to the subscribed and you'll be here for the next one. Starbright says, yeah, it's healthy. Starbright says, yeah, see you tomorrow. Awesome. I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow as well. Timothy says, Street of Dreams, Rainbow, San Francisco band, 70s, 80s. There we go. See, I've written that down as well. And I've got the John Cooper. Cosmo's got the thumbs up. All right. Thanks everyone for being here. I'm going to do I'll end the stream now. And like tomorrow, I'll put I'll schedule it in the next hour or so that it'll come up on your thing when it's on. And we'll see you next time. It's been awesome. Thanks everyone. Much love to everyone.